From Svitek comes a weekly digital series where he shares his insights, concepts, and findings learned during his 15-year journey of working in the entertainment industry. Each lesson offers you a roadmap to overcome the challenges that all artists face on the path to success. Welcome to a Svitek podcast.
Hello, I'm Phil Svitek, 360 Creative Coach, and it's my pleasure to have you join me for this lesson today. My goal with these lessons is for you to master mental fortitude. Now, what is mental fortitude? It's a mindset, it's a perspective shift, because when you're pursuing your creative endeavors, it's one thing to have talent and luck, but in order to be truly successful, you need the right mental fortitude, the right mental resolve, mental toughness, if you will. Without it, you're gonna buckle at the knees, and you don't want that, right? So these lessons are designed to help you through those obstacles. Now, before I dive any deeper, I would like to take the time to tell you to please subscribe to this series if you haven't already done so. That way, you can get all these lessons and be notified when these lessons come out. Thank you if you just subscribed. All right, let's get into it. In this lesson, I want to tackle logotherapy, what it is, and more specifically, how it can help you creatively. So, what is logotherapy? Well, it's a school of psychology made popular by Viktor Frankl, who wrote the book called The Meaning of Life. He was a Holocaust survivor, and through his experiences in Jewish concentration camps, he made a choice to find a bigger meaning in all of this rather than be a victim of his circumstances. And so he came up with this idea of logotherapy. It's really man's search for meaning. And that's kind of what it is, right? Logotherapy is this idea that we all have a purpose in life and we have to define it for ourselves in order to find the joy that we're looking for. And so when we look at logotherapy from the perspective of a creative, it's a very useful tool to have. Because when you really consider, like, logotherapy in its core essence is figuring out what is important to you in life. Well, obviously, you have a passion towards art. The way you make your art resonate with audiences around the world is through a deeper truth, right? And so when you know what's important to you, that can translate within your own artwork, whether that be a painting, whether it be music, film, TV, doesn't matter, right? That's when people talk about their favorite movies, it's because of a deep connection. There's something they empathized with or sympathized with, and the truth that is revealed resonates within them. Now, that doesn't mean that everything has to be like a Disney ending where everything's joyful. You can have a dour ending if that's kind of your outlook on the world, but it has to be authentic and true to you, right? So you have to figure out what is meaningful to you, and when you have that, that should be your guiding light in the art that you create for the world. When you do that, it will resonate as authentic. It will, don't worry about the audience size initially, because it's not about that. If you are true to what you believe in about the world, I promise it will resonate with the people around you. For example, in these videos, my sort of worldview and my passion and my mission is to put out great content, but also to help aspiring artists. So with these videos, I hope that you can see the authenticity with which I go after that goal. And, it's kind of a guiding light, and I adjust here and there based on what's working from my perspective and what's not. But that is the overall direction I am headed in, is to teach, inspire, and kind of nurture any aspiring artists out there. So, and then with my art, there's certain things that are important to me, whether that be love or friendship or loneliness. These are the various themes that I try to tackle within my own artwork, whether it be through my films or my books. And ultimately, there's a deep truth that's revealed through that. And so it resonates with some people, it doesn't resonate with some people. But nonetheless, that is what I try to go after with the art that I create, because that's what I value as a human being. And so just do that. So all in all, what it really comes down to is take a moment to really self-reflect and find what gives you passion and what is your greater truth in the world, what's your worldview, and infuse that into your artwork. Because at the end of the day, most of artwork is about human connection, and that also goes. It doesn't matter if like you have a movie like Zootopia, that the animals there represent humans, right? No different than like Animal Farm. The animals there represent humans. So no matter sort of what the representation of it is, at the end of the day, it's that human condition that you're trying to express through your art. And when you can really know what you believe in, you can make your art that much stronger. So with that ends this particular lesson. I hope that you have found it beneficial, meaningful, and if you have any questions or thoughts of your own about it, please comment down below. I'd be very curious to know and continue the discussion. I don't just view this as me spewing to you. I also wanted to kind of open it up and have it be a forum base. And if you do enjoy these types of lessons, well, I have so many more available on my website at billsvitek.com, along with resources that I point you to that are also free, that I didn't make because I'm trying to give you the best information possible. And speaking of that, I do have a course book called Master Mental Fortitude that has lessons where you not only learn these types of lessons, but you can also apply them to your own life via exercises. So you can purchase that book at Master Mental Fortitude. And lastly, I want to give a big shout out to the patrons that help make this episode possible via their donations. If you too would like to support this show financially at least, you can either head on over to my Patreon page or support some of my merch. The links are down below. Or if that's a financial burden to you, that's all right. I don't want to, put you in a deeper hole. You can always just leave a review or tell a friend about this series. That way we can spread the joy and they can benefit from it, and we can build a greater community of like-minded creatives. That to me sounds wonderful. Well, anyway, thank you for taking the time to tune in. I know your time is extremely valuable to you, and so I cherish it as such. I'm at Phil Svitek on social media, and I hope to see you next time.